Wow. Wow. Oh. Wow, cuz, what a sandwich. What are you? What a sandwich. Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of MITUS Does All the Things. Now, if you've been following along with these couple of things, we're doing the new style vlogs. We went to the skate championship, street league. And then while we're in Sydney, we figured we may as well test out the most controversial kebabs in all of Sydney. Now, I grew up in Bankstown, right? Bankstown is known for kebabs. They are known for some of the best kebabs in the world. The humble doner kebab is a full-blown cuisine in Bankstown. So let's check these joints out that they're putting in bread. Like, Spanian has shown us other parts of the world do this, but will it pass the Sydney test? Even though I live in Newcastle now. Let's get into it. That's funny. So what are you gonna get?
Oh, just a Whopper, that's all for me.
Whopper?
Yeah, just a
No
Whopper.
pickles? What did you say? You were gonna get the lamb?
No, chicken.
Chicken? I'm gonna go the mixed. Mixed, spicy. So when we get there, even before we get there actually, we were gonna go to North Para because we're at Homebush. And then I missed the turn. So I'm like, initially we had spoken about going to Penrith and then it was like, it's this far away. Then we gotta go all the way back to Newey. It's been a big day already. But then I missed the turn. All right, we're going to Penrith anyway. We can go to Bam Bam's as well. When we get there, like, there is a lineup. Don't get me wrong, there is a lineup, but it's not crazy. And at this point, I want to say it was like 6:30. So it had been open for about an hour. But gradually, it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Like, it seemed like the line stayed the exact same size all night. So where we sort of jumped in, as soon as we go a little bit forward, there's more people coming in and things like that. There was people going, like, ringing their family, ringing their missus. Should we wait in line? Should we not? There's no line over here. No, I want this. So we're close.
89. 89. 91.
So close yet so far. We're gonna hold the line. So we get to the front of the line. Finally, homeboy in front, like, had cash. They don't accept cash. They've only got card at the moment. I would assume at some point they will have cash. But we get there, and as soon as we're finally at the line, we know what we want. We've been ready. We know it's the set menu. We're cool with that. We got everything. We're ready to go. Hold the line. Look, this place is so popular. It's crazy. It's a food truck that is stationary in one spot. But if that location isn't working, they can move it along like they did with the original one. There was so many people and so many orders. They were getting through, like, ordering people up so quickly. But the kitchen had to catch up. So we were told hold the line literally by the time we got there. So it is what it is.
I don't know.
do you get? Lamb?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah.
M for mixed, I'm assuming. C for chicken. We're going to do the chips first?
Yeah, I reckon it.
Everyone's been talking about the chips. Official. They just look like chips.
Yeah.
A bit soggy.
Yeah, I was going to say it's soggy.
I think everyone was like talking up the chips, but they're chips. Like I don't know how crazy that can be.
I think they need more salt. That was the whole deal about it.
A bit of aioli, that'd be lovely.
They're not supposed to be soggy. They're supposed to be like super crunch chips or whatever.
We did have to wait. Just right in the kebab. Plenty of sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, yours got heaps more sauce than mine.
Yeah. Chicken's not bad.
Wow! Wow, cuz. What a sandwich! Even just the difference between mine and yours, like look at the sauce.
You didn't get enough sauce, I think.
Still nice.
Yeah. I think it was bulked up a lot more than what it is, though.
I mean, if they had one in Newcastle, I'd have it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd come all the way to Penrith again.
Yeah.
Although we could go check out floppies or flappies. There's a big difference between mine and his with the sauce. I'm now spilling it, but it's not spicy though, is it?
No, not at all.
It's like a chili mayonnaise type. The meat's good, the bread's good. What's your rating out of 10?
There's nothing wrong with it, so
No.
yeah, it's a 10 out of 10, I suppose.
Just because there's nothing wrong with it, it's a 10 out of 10.
There's no reason to deduct any points.
Yeah, but overall from kebabs you've had in your life. Artists, late night, we've eaten a lot of kebabs.
Yeah, I probably prefer the wraps, so.
I don't know. I think I prefer the bread. It's weird to call it a kebab, but I prefer the bread.
Yeah.
What I know is like a traditional kebab, doner kebab like growing up in Bankstown. But I prefer this bread. I like Turkish bread.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I got 8.5.
But then we've got another one in cold as well.
Was it?
Yeah. But Joe didn't make us pay. She did it.
With the turnout and how many people come, you can understand why there's a set menu. Because like the guys in front of us had cash and couldn't do a card, and then all of a sudden took everything and stopped the line and all this. You got a set menu, you're just pumping out the same stuff.
Yeah, no
But
customizing.
if they do like a bigger store in the city, I'd like to see a bit of customization. Maybe a few different items too.
I put cheese on it. That's how I don't know.
Cheese wouldn't be bad. Tabbouleh. Always have tabbouleh in a kebab. But like I understand as well that this is how we wanted it. He's curating how he thinks the best kebab should taste.
Yeah.
So everyone should at least try that before they think about customising, in my opinion.
I think he's going to be pretty firm on the customising rule.
I reckon if he does like a bigger shop, like in Sydney, there's no reason why he couldn't customise. Here with a food truck, I understand it. Can't really do much, there's not much room to move.
Is he famous or something?
Who? Him?
Yeah.
Why isn't it me?
What?
You went Spaniels.
Huh?
Spaniels.
What do you think? Have you had Spanians kebabs before? Oh, you haven't? You didn't want to line up, or? Fair enough. That was fucking weird.
Someone just walking past that has no idea about it whatsoever. Never heard of Spaniels.
I thought they were saying you. Is he famous?
Yeah. I think I was talking about Spaniel now.
Bonus extra content, because when you have fucking food and whatever connoisseurs, we're gonna go to Drink West before it shuts and get a beer. And I'm gonna ask if I can get a schooner VB. See if it goes down as well as your bag of Coke, Joe.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to have it like as one of the first people where it's like all fresh and hot. Chips were disappointing, I'm probably gonna throw them out. But we come here for the kebabs. And I like it.
Got advertising on the screen.
One thing I will say, and again I don't know if you can do it in the trucks, is if he sold merch here, them shirts that all the boys are wearing behind the scenes in the kitchens, I think they'd fly off the shelves. Even if they set up like a vending machine where it can, whatever time of day you can get it, I think they go nuts.
Yeah, he needs to do merch.
I like in the truck how it said what a kebab.
Yeah.
Wow, cuz, what a sandwich! I like it. I don't know if I prefer it with the Turkish bread. I think we've all just had the Turkish bread. But I like the Turkish bread.
Oh, wow! Well, this Coke's the best.
Bag of Coke. I like how he used to stress all the time about extra napkins, and we got like half.
Yeah, I was going to grab some, but I seen him put a handful in the bag.
I'm not gonna eat the chips.
Yeah, I'll just have a couple. I'm pretty full.
I am too, yeah. That too. That and I'm full. We'll try one more.
It's soggy.
You can feel like the crunch on it, but like the, yeah, a bit soggy. You got the live reactions right there. These are my thoughts. As someone who grew up in the Bankstown area, and a kebab is heralded as basically a whole cuisine, there are two things the Bankstown is known for: bulldogs, kebabs. I'm a huge Bulldogs fan. And I love kebabs. I actually love it on the bread, if I'm being honest. I like Turkish bread anyway. There's like a cafe down the road that does a bacon and egg roll. It does it on Turkish bread. I think that was the first time I ever had Turkish bread. When I had that back in the day. And from then on, like, I love it. The difference between what Riley had and what I had was like, it seemed like I had about a third of the sauce that he had, but like I still enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be a different experience having what he had to what I had. We both had the spicy. The spicy was not spicy, but it was a nice flavor, right? And again, like I didn't have much sauce on mine. I'll keep it 100 with the chips. Like, they were a bit soggy. I don't know. They're cooking bulk chips at the same time, and that can happen, right? The thing with the set menu, they know, like with the popularity of Spanian, they're gonna have to keep things moving quite quick. And even then, you're seeing lots of people constantly, lots of people. So I understand that. I'm glad I tried it the exact same way. That it has essentially been curated by Spanian. Like, that's how he has curated this as a kebab. I enjoyed that. I would definitely go again. He's talking about like trucks going everywhere. Hopefully there's one in Newcastle, and like I don't have to travel too far to get one, because as much as I enjoyed it, like from here to Penrith is like 2.5 hours. I'm probably not gonna do that. But for me, and this is anywhere you go, right? It's just the fact that this place has more attention because it's Spanian. If you go to McDonald's 5 days in a row, you're going to get 5 different experiences, because like there'll be a little bit less salt. On the chips, maybe there's like more sauce, maybe there's less lettuce, whatever. Like, you're never going to get everything 100% the same. So for Riley's having more sauce and mine having less sauce, like, that can happen, right? Two different people could have been working the sauce when they were doing that. I'm not sure. Maybe they ran out of sauce. But the fact is, I still enjoyed it. The meat was top quality meat. The difference between your regular kebab and this with the meat seemed better. I've seen people say like, the meat's the same, all this. I don't know, it seemed better to me. There was so much more meat on it too than a regular kebab. Now maybe that is cause like I'm set in my ways with how I like my kebab. I like it with lettuce, tomato, onion, tabbouleh. Sometimes I go barbecue sauce and sour cream. Sometimes I'll go chili sauce and sour cream. I don't know, I like that blend. But what I said was, what I said at the time was true. Like, if they do a proper shop front in the city that's bigger, can have a bigger kitchen, everything like this, that's when I feel like they should do custom orders. That's when I feel like they should expand the menu. But I also think that if they did merch, it would fly out the door. Now, because we were there in the same precinct as Drink West, we had to go there and have a beer because I like my beers. Let's do it. Got the Cleary Lager or the Bam Bam Pale Ale. $9 for one, 25 for three. That's
Just hold the line 5 minutes.
this is no like hype because like similar with the Spanian kebabs. I could say whatever I want, right? It's my honest opinion. People that know me call me Mr. Same Energy because I keep that same energy. But these beers were so smooth. And what's funny is we get there and they go to cook. We get there, they go to pour the beers and they go, oh, the keg, it's empty, I'm gonna have to change the keg. And it's like, it's hold the line all over again. I don't know what's happening, bro. Like, doesn't matter. We get the beer. It is one of the smoothest lagers I've ever had in my life. We had to hold the line for Spanians kebabs for them to catch up. Now the keg has died. What is this? And I meant to grab a couple largies for the drive home, but I forgot. I honestly forgot. The place that it's at, like within the brewery and everything housed in it, I've drunk at breweries before. There's a place in Newey called The Brewery. It's not really a brewery, it's just a pub. But there's a place in Gold Coast where I went to like many years ago and they open it up on Sundays, have food trucks, all this type of stuff. They have like a test kitchen with different beers, that type of steez, dope. This, being in the heart of Penrith, it's a company that's owned by Ty Bam Bam Tuivasa, Tyson Pedro, who's also a UFC fighter, or was, he's retired now, and Nathan Cleary, who obviously you know who Nathan Cleary is. They hold events, they do live music, they have their beers, they got distillery, everything. If you're going over there to get a kebab at Spanians, make sure you go to Drink West as well. You got to check them both out. They're both in the same precinct. You definitely won't miss if you go to both. Now here's the thing. We were pretty harsh on the chips, but we're giving an honest opinion on what they were, right? A lot of people and a lot of videos and everything were bigging up the chips and the different salt, the spices, whatever. I really couldn't taste any of that. I don't know if it's because maybe in their prep they were banging all the chips so they had them all ready for when they're doing other things. I'm not sure. But for me and Riley, the chips, you could taste that they were super crunch because there was that initial crunch. There was still a little bit of crunch on it, but like they were fairly soggy, right? But here's the thing. I didn't come for Spanians chips. I came for Spanians kebabs. And Spanians kebabs delivered. And I'm not just saying that, bro. Like, why would I lie? Why would I lie? There's no point. Who gives a fuck if I didn't like them? But I enjoyed them. I got the mixed kebab with chili sauce in a combo, right? there wasn't as much sauce as Riley. But had I not seen Riley's kebab, I'd have nothing to compare it with, and I'd just eat it and I would enjoy it and go, that's a really good kebab. It'd be very easy for me to say, oh, mine had no sauce, he had more sauce than me, but that's like childish type thing, right? Oh, he's got more toys than me, that type of thing. For me, I really enjoyed this, and as a whole, I've really enjoyed what Spanians been able to do. I was someone who in my 20s spent a lot of time on the road, touring, performing music as a rapper. To see another rapper be able to divert off and do these things and be very, very successful, it's inspiring. It is inspiring to me. I've never met Spanian. We've chatted a couple times back in the day on IG. We used to follow each other. There was a point where like he started following nobody, and I was like, that's a flex. I couldn't even be mad that he unfollowed me. That's a flex. I don't know if that's still the case. I follow him still, but I don't know if it's still he follows nobody. But it is very inspiring. And for me, like, I was already on the downturn, I would say, coming up to everything that happened in 2020. And then when it did, like, it killed live music for a long time. So for me, like, just being a creative in general, I had to come up with something. And that's when I started doing the sneaker vlogs. They've obviously done what they do, very successful. And now we're doing these vlogs. We're doing extra stuff. We're doing bits and pieces. We're doing all the things. And we tested out Spanians Kebabs. I really enjoyed it. He really enjoyed it. We'd do it again. But we need one local. So make sure you get one up in Newcastle, Central Coast, Lake Macquarie. Something a little bit closer than 2.5 hours. That's what I'm saying. But this has been another episode of Midas Does All the Things. We're mixing it up. We did a lot of skateboarding. We've done some video game stuff. Now we've done some food content. What and where will we go next? You'll just have to stay tuned. Make sure you check this page out, the sneaker channel out, everything in between. Go follow us, subscribe, all that. Peace.